So I started off sharing that this week has been a visit for my mom, which was tonight, and then my father, which has been the last few nights. I don't think it was last night, I think it was the night before. My dad showed up and we were talking, and I was working through this process with both my father and the Divine Mother and Father to really feel this love inside, like really feel how a dad feels about a daughter, because I'm not a dad, I'm a daughter, and my interpretation of who he is and what he felt for me is a misinterpretation. There's no way to truly know a mother's or father's love for us. And I'm not a mom, so even further out. And I tend to imagine, like any human does, that we're unlovable in some way. So I don't think I'm alone in this, but if I am, okay, I'm alone. We imagine that we're unlovable in some way to our parents. And my dad really drove home how much he sees me as a little girl, his little girl, and how special I am to him. Now, if my father feels that way, what must the Divine Mother and Father feel? And that's what I'm walking into within myself, is the ability to open my arms, right? Open my arms up to that love. In this reality system, instead of, part of me was like this, right? And back it up, back it up, because there was fear. So that back it up part is a fear inside of me of afraid I will be hurt. But my mother and father, my Divine Mother and Father, so if you didn't have great mother and father, let's just skip past them to the Divine Mother and Father, want to love us like this. And it's our right as a human that's imperfect, many flaws, acted with unkindness at times, acted with generosity at times, basically is all over the board, right? So if you're at this stage of the game with me in this journey piece, right, you're all over the board, you've been everything. So there's no more shaming and blaming outside yourself. You've already been that. You've already experienced that. And this piece right now, from the human perspective, is the willingness to see how much you can open your arms to divine love and grace while the mind goes whatever it says. It's like, and can you do it? Well, obviously what I needed first and foremost was my dad to come and show up to give me a better understanding of a father's love and how he sees me through his heart and his eyes. And I can't help but feel that the Divine Mother and Father have an even wider perspective of love that they have for us. That's beyond anything we can imagine. And so I'm going to combine the last video with this video. If we can, with our free will, hand off our container of experiences and stories to heaven to finally transmute. And we can instead know that our job is to welcome in the love and then provide the love outside of ourselves when we feel our cup is full. And even if you want to take in all that love right now, and all you want to do is take it and keep it for yourself, then do that. Keep filling your cup up before you hand it off or extend the overflow. And that's okay to do. And I know this because it's what I'm doing right now. I'm really holding on to that love for Susan. Where in my past experiences, I was trying to create these experiences out in the world so I could participate in a better world. But all that ends up occurring is we mistake the outside world as first position. And as we've learned together over the last 2 years, we've learned a lot together over the last 2 years. Like really, if you think about it, our primary source is within here. And it's in this invisible world we call, they always say when sirens come that it's like a big moment. I have 2 friends, little buggy friends, that have decided that my home is where they want to play in, and I've taken them outside and somehow they keep coming back inside. So that's interesting. My 2 little buggy friends. And they're not very attractive. They look like brown little creatures, but I can't bear to harm them. And I just will continue to take them outside, but after the video. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. So what else do I want to share with you? So the container. So we're going to have to go, I guess the point of all this is we're going to have to go into the quantum side of ourselves. We're going to have to, if we're going to go to the next level of ourselves, if we're going to make a difference in our own lives. You know, if we're going to leave something I'd like to call a legacy of love, just in myself, just in the part of me that I have the ability to participate in. But it does require me to go quantum style because my little buggy friend is on the other lamp. It requires me to go quantum style because this reality system already has a dictatorship. This reality system already has a flow, but that flow doesn't match me. I mean, in some ways it does, and in some ways it has, but it's not what I'd be like, this is my legacy, this world the way it is right now. Yeah, I'm so proud of how I've contributed to it. No, I want to contribute inside myself to something beyond myself. And if you're part of that kind of journey, then stick along to these videos. I promise you will continue down the quantum road of how to maximize our guardian angels, how to maximize our Divine Mother and Father's love, how to maximize how we see the world and how we experience the world. That's what all these videos are about. And also an opportunity to have someone out there that speaks on maybe something you're feeling inside already, or you're having a conversation through the video, right, with someone that has the same hopes and wants as you do. So let's encode this video with the highest light, highest love, highest of sounds, vibration. My hands look so different to me right now. I encode this video for you and I both to experience more love, to experience more awareness, to open our arms up wider than we did even a half hour ago. The highest love and the highest light, at the highest of sounds and vibrations, I share with you my frequency, my sound,